There's always something that I've wondered in Bloons TD6, and that is what round Sauda can make it to if she has the perfect map to play on. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video. So the first thing I have to do is I have to make a brand new map that has Sauda in mind. So this is going to be very straightforward. I just need to make a map that has a circular pattern that has Sauda's range in mind. Now I know there's a lot of maps that already have like a similar theme, but I want to create my own. So one thing I want to do is I want to use this pathway because I mean this pathway is a pathway that I really like. I mean, it looks so cool, but I don't really get too many chances to use it. So we're gonna go ahead and use this pathway. Now, the next thing we have to do, we have to find the perfect radius for Sauda because we don't want it to be too small. That way we can make the pathway a little bit longer. So I think if we make the pathway about, let's try to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And I think that should be a decent size for Sauda. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and create as many loops as I can. Alright, so I ended up making a perfect map for Sauda. Now, the next thing I want to do, the map itself, it doesn't look too bad, but I do want to add a little bit of extra detail. So we're not going to be going like crazy or anything like that with the detail. I'm just going to be adding like some trees in like the top of the map, but just to give it like a little bit of extra flair, right? Because I mean, like a plain green background, like it's cool, but I mean, we could do so much better, right? Alright, so I think that should do it for the detail. I didn't go like super crazy. I just want to like add a little bit something in the background because staring at like a plain green background is just like super annoying. So I'm also going to add like a background effect just to give it a little bit more detail. And then let's also choose my favorite track for Bloons TD6, and that's obviously Sails Again. So now that we have our map set up, let's go ahead and get ready to play it. So I think I have to beat it on easy mode before I can actually like go to like free play. So I'm gonna go ahead and beat this map on easy mode, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play and publish it. Okay, this is something that I didn't foresee. I probably should have grabbed camo detection because it's gonna take forever for this green balloon to leave the map. Okay. All right, so here we are on round 40, and there we go. So I had to beat this map, and I'm gonna have to publish this map in order to actually play this map to late game. So if you guys would like to play this map for yourself, here's the code. So now we're gonna go ahead and test to see what round Sauda can make it to if we super boost her on a map that is designed for Sauda. All right, so moment of truth, perfect. So this is actually like the perfect width for Sauda. We probably could have made it a little bit bigger. That way Sauda had a little bit more time to actually hit the balloons. But I think this should still be fine because I think the balloons have to do somewhere in the ballpark of like 23 laps around this small circle in order to leave the map. So I'm really curious to see what round we're actually going to be able to make it to by using Sauda. On top of that, I'm also going to be like super boosting Sauda as well. So in order to buy all the towers that we're going to need in order to super boost our Sauda, we are going to need to do a little bit of farming. Now, obviously, we aren't going to need to go like super crazy with the farming, but I do want to have enough money in order to like buy like the Ultra Boost, the Perma Brew, Homeland Defense. I'm not going to be temple boosting our Sauda because if we temple boost our Sauda, then it's going to end up being a little bit, then the temple is going to end up like contributing to the pops. And I just want to see how far Sauda can make it by herself. So I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of farms set up, as well as after I get all the farms set up, I'm going to go ahead and work towards super boosting our Sauda. Man, it's so satisfying activating Sauda's level 3 when there's a bunch of balloons in the circle because they pop so fast. So I think this should be enough of 320 farms. So now we're going to start saving up for BRFs. All right, so far our Sauda's level 9. So now she's doing way more damage against the balloons. This is actually working out really well. All right, round 52, we have all of our farms upgraded to BRFs. Now let's go ahead and save up for the Banana Central. And let's see how our Sauda does up against 2 Moab balloons. Guys, this is so crazy. Like, we don't have to worry about any other towers, and we can just, like, go straight for farms. Even up against Moab balloons, our Sauda's not struggling at all. The only problem I foresee with this is that it's going to be really hard to keep track of where the balloons are. So once, like, there's a bunch of balloons in the circle, I'll activate Sauda's level 3 just to ease the pressure on our Sauda just a little bit. All right, round 56, our Sauda's level 10 now. So I think by using our Sauda level 10, we should be able to solo round 63 with just our Sauda. So now we have the Banana Central. Let's go ahead and activate Sauda. That's so funny. Let's go ahead and give our Sauda a little bit of additional popping power with an Alchemist. So we'll go ahead and buy a Stronger Stimulus. So this is going to be our first buffing tower for our Sauda. And now the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and buy myself an Ultra Boost. So with the Alchemist by itself, I think our Sauda should be fine. So let's go ahead and buy ourselves an Overclock, and then we'll start overclocking and Ultra Boosting our Sauda. So because the Overclock and Ultra Boost stack, we're going to have one Overclock as well as we're going to have an Ultra Boost as well. Well, actually, I'll probably end up grabbing myself a second Ultra Boost. That way we always have the Ultra Boost on our Sauda. Dude, round 63, these balloons don't stand a chance, guys. This is ridiculous. All right, now the next thing we want to do, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a Permabrew for our Sauda. And now that we have our Permabrew for our Sauda, we're going to go ahead and buy ourselves a Heli Pilot to move our Alchemist away from the track. That way the Alchemist doesn't steal too many pops. There we go. So now our Sauda is always going to be Ultra Boosted and always going to be overclocked as well. But now we need a little bit more like a stable lead popping power. Well, actually, we have the Permabrew, so our Sauda is always going to be able to pop leads. But we also want to go ahead and boost up our Sauda with a Jungle Drums, as well as we want to grab ourselves a Homeland Defense. On top of the Homeland Defense, we also want to grab ourselves a couple of Call to Arms as well. And then on top of that, we also, or dude, I should have added a little bit of like water on this map, but because another power that we're going to want to use or have is going to be the Top Pathway Monkey Sub to reduce the cooldown of towers. And then I think that's all the buffs that we can give our Sauda. Let's go ahead and like start making it so our Homeland Defense and our Call to Arms are always active. All right, so there's our first Call to Arms active. And then as soon as it gets halfway done, we're going to go ahead and have the second one active. That way there's always a Call to Arms active on our Sauda. And then we'll just have our Homeland Defense active all the time. Well, at least as active as we can get it, right? So this is like kind of a downside of like playing in vanilla. I really wish I had like the fast forward button. That way we could see how far our Sauda can actually make it. But now that we have pretty much all of the buffing towers, the last thing we have to do is just upgrade our Sauda to level 20. So let's go ahead and spend the rest of our money on upgrading our Sauda. We just need a little bit more money in order to make our Sauda level 20. And then we just need to sit back, relax all the way up until the point where our Sauda actually loses. So guys, let me know in the comments below what round you guys think a super boosted Sauda is going to make it to on this map. And again, guys, this map was solely designed with the purpose of Sauda making it to a late game. Now, one thing I'm debating on, like we have a support towers, right? Is the glue gunner considered a support tower? Because if it is, it's going to end up helping our Sauda out with allowing our Sauda to deal a little bit more damage to the balloons. Now, I don't want to go for the top or like the bottom pathway tier 5 because the bottom pathway tier 5 it does damage to balloons. But I think we should be fine going for the bottom pathway tier 4, right? Because let me just go ahead and check. If we upgrade to Relentless Glue, Relentless Glue doesn't get any pops. But if we go for the tier 5 bottom pathway, the bottom pathway tier 5, it does do damage to balloons. So I think this should be considered a support tower, right? And then another support tower that we could go for is going to be the middle pathway. Oh, well, no, we can't go for the middle pathway. Wait, yeah, we can. Because if we go for the middle pathway and then we upgrade it to the bottom pathway, the bottom pathway won't do any damage to balloons either, right? And guys, we're on round 84 and our Sauda is still doing crazy good. I wonder how many pops our Sauda is going to have at the very, very end. Like on round 86, even the ZOMGs are getting absolutely melted. Guys, like Sauda's swords are pretty much just like a wall. Every time a balloon hits the wall, they just get instantly melted. This is ridiculous. I wonder what round we're actually going to be able to make it to. All right, round 97 to reinforce the ZOMGs. And they got instantly melted again, guys. Like at this point, I'm wondering if our Sauda is going to be able to make it like past round 150, maybe even past round like 180. All right, round 100, our first bad balloon. And well, the bad balloon's making it a little bit further than I thought it would. Well, I guess we're gonna have to, or I guess we're gonna be struggling up against Baboons, right, guys? Well, now we do have the glue gunner that's starting to do a little bit of work up against the bad balloons, but I think that bad balloon ended up doing like one circle around this little circle here. Man, this is so satisfying to watch, guys. Especially when Moab balloons just like reach out the blades. Like, this is so cool. Man, I just thought it was an absolute chad. So I wonder how her level 10 does up against bad balloons. Honestly, not as good as I thought they would. Honestly, I thought her level 10 would do a little bit more damage, but I think it's just better to let our Sauda attack. So that's something that we need to keep in mind. Don't activate her level 10 because it just ends up like hurting more than helping. Well, something tells me that I think round 140 is going to be the limit for our Sauda. All right, so round 135, our Sauda's starting to struggle up against like reinforced ZOMGs. I did end up like moving around a bunch of my towers. That way I could like see a little bit better. I'm not sure why, but we are starting to get a little bit of lag. I wonder if it just has to do with like the map browser in general, but we're on round 136 and we're already starting to get like a little bit of like frame rate issues. And I'm not exactly sure why. Yeah, like it has everything to do with like playing in the map browser, because this doesn't happen when I'm like playing in a normal BT6 game mode. So hopefully this is something that Ninja Kiwi fixes in a future update. All right, so round 140, the round that I think Sauda's going to have the most trouble with up against a reinforced bad balloon. I don't know if our Sauda is actually going to be able to pop it, because a reinforced bad balloon on round 140 is a pretty tough cookie to crack. Oh my goodness, dude, this reinforced bad balloon is making it so far. I think this might be our Sauda's limit, guys, because I think the reinforced bad balloon has already done like, I want to say somewhere in the ballpark of like 10 trips. Well, we actually managed to pop the reinforced bad balloon. I was not expecting that. Even though our Sauda is super boosted, she still struggled really bad up against that reinforced bad. So I hate to say it, but I think the reign of our Sauda is going to be coming to an end here soon. All right, round 148, our Sauda is really struggling up against bad balloons. Like, if the bad balloons were any faster, I think our Sauda may end up beating your match. So while we're beating this bad balloon, I just want to say thank you guys so much for stopping by this video. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video so far, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe as well. Also, please feel free to let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see me test out a bunch of different towers on this map. Now, I will be doing a couple of changes to this map for like future videos and stuff. I'm probably going to make a water version of this map where I turn the inside of this area into water, as well as I need to go ahead and change around these plants because I didn't realize it, but I think I forgot to turn off blocking on some of these plants, which is why we couldn't place towers underneath them. So that's something that I made a little bit of a mistake on. So if you guys are like looking through the map browser and you see like a couple of different versions of this map, just know that I was just making a couple of changes to the map in order to like make a better version of this map. So far on round 155, our Sauda has 33.6 million pops. So not too bad for only using our hero, right? Man, we have to be so close to losing, guys. Like I was saying, one reinforced bad balloon and we're done. Dude, something else that I can do, I can make a map that's solely designed for the druids too. Dude, that would be so cool. Then we can actually see like what round the druids can make it to. Man, that's something that I definitely want to check out. Oh, dudes. Oh, we were so close to losing on round 158. The Moab balloons just rounded the corner. Oh, man. I can't believe Sauda just clutched that. The Moab balloons literally just rounded the corner like they were going to leave. Oh, dude, that was so clutch. I can't believe we almost just lost on round 157. So I thought a reinforced bad balloon would be the end of it, but the normal bad balloons may end up causing us to lose our streak here. I still can't believe that our Sauda made it to round 158. That's actually pretty nuts. Could you imagine how far like the original Sauda would be able to make it? I think if we had the original Sauda, I think Sauda by herself would be able to make it like past round like 180. And there it is, dudes. So we lost on round 158. Man, I thought we would lose to a reinforced bad balloon. I can't believe we lost to a normal bad. But then again, I still can't believe that our Sauda ended up making it all the way up until round 158 by herself. And Sauda ended up with a 37.5 million pops. Again, not too bad for a single hero on a map, right? But anyways, dudes, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys are new around here, don't forget to subscribe as well, because I do upload daily BT6 content. Also, if you guys would like to give this map a try for yourself, here is the code. But anyways, dudes, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.